testing my mic. Can you guys hear me? Got minimal setup in the bedroom here. I know you can't see me yet. Let me know. Bear with me too while I remember how to do these live streams. Okay, how do I turn off this banner? That's how I do it. And the music. Okay, there we go. Just streaming from a bedroom instead of my setup downstairs because I felt like being comfy, and those chairs downstairs are not comfy. It's been so long since I did one of these live streams, way too long. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Also, I have to figure out what's different now that I'm a YouTube partner. Oh, I don't like how that blurs. I wonder if I should remove the blurring effect. Yeah, YouTube partner now. Small win for me. I feel pretty empowered by that. Was feeling demoralized for a bit given the state of our country. This is so fun. I forgot how fun this could be. Oh my gosh. I really should have poured myself a glass of. Wait, never mind. I don't do that anymore. Out of nowhere and for no reason. Yeah. One of my subscribers on X is so funny, who got me so good with a troll comment. War on libs. I didn't read the handle at first, who commented something to bait me, and I totally fell for it. And he's like, she, here for the white supremacist bigotry. I know, right? Like freedom, fitness, liberty, human rights, such bigotry. I love it. Thank you for being a subscriber on X, by the way. War on libs. Got me good with that. Is this how you treat your subscribers after you managed to successfully rage bait me? That was really funny. Hello, everyone. Hello. You love my hair. Thank you. I chopped it myself. I'm not fancy that way. First live stream back after I don't know how long of a hiatus. A lot went on in the world, in Canada, and in my life. So yeah, what are we doing today? We are. Oh, first of all, can everyone hear me? Okay, I have my mic down here, but it's like on the bed set up, and I don't know too well how gosh, was it even backwards? I forgot how to do all of this. Bear with me, please. This is so embarrassing. The gain is about there. Can everyone hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay, so I know. Hello all. Hello. Let me check on X. Okay, I see you guys can hear me. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that. I'm still not very techie, so I'm trying to figure this out. And my setup is literally on a bed in a bedroom, just for so I could be comfortable. I already said that. Sorry. I'll get much better at all this stuff. I used to do live streams regularly with Brittany. I think we had a couple of guests on there once or twice. Gonna try to do these more often because It's a lot more fun when it's live, and doing a pre-record is still kind of difficult for me because I'm not a great speaker. I'm not a great communicator. I'm just a beginner. And I'm not some genius political commentator or anything. I'm just a girl who loves freedom. And on the freedom note, I don't understand the liberals and the progressive wokes in Canada who are just absolutely melting down over the fact that Trump took out a communist dictator. Like, what? Um, I actually made a video on this. Well, I tried to make a video on this, but unfortunately, the audio was a little off center or whatever, and so I kind of abandoned that and decided to do a live stream instead to test out how it works with the new YouTube program. I don't know, like, will they allow me super chats here now? I don't know. I hope so. Anyway, I'm personally celebrating for America. I put out a video, a short little video saying God forgive me, I'm envious of America for what they're doing. And just before I started this live stream, I came across a post. Let me see if I can pull it up or just read it on stream here. My ex-friend Nadine, who I met once, because people were saying, oh, this is all about oil. This is all like American imperialism. All the progressive wokes who are so mad that Trump took out Maduro, they're crying. And even some people on the right were like, oh, if you think this is about freedom, it's not about freedom. It's not about any of that. It's all about the oil. But I disagree with that position. And my very articulate friend Nadine, she had a post. I'm just going to try to bring it up here. One sec. I really don't remember how to do this very well. It's been too long. Okay, let me know if you can see this. I can see it on my screen. Anyway, she says, Maduro's capture is a strategic win for the US, while many are saying this isn't America first, and it's also America can have the oil. I disagree. And I also disagree. It's not so America can have the oil. It's control over what other countries have that oil, either countries with current sanctions of potential future sanctions. Or potential future sanctions. It weakens a key partner of Iran, Russia, and China. Yes, it's not about oil for America. It's about reducing the power and the influence of these bad actors on the global stage. Anyway, sorry. It weakens a key partner of Iran, Russia, and China that has fueled narco-terrorism and anti-American networks, disrupts hostile alliances standing against America, and shifts the global balance away from the forces that could spark a wider conflict. This isn't just regime change and freeing the people of Venezuela. It's weakening the infrastructure of America's greatest adversaries and reducing future war risks. I so agree with this. I so agree with this take because it's so obvious after looking into it for like literally 2 seconds. And I'm not an expert or anything. I'm literally not. But with a layman's eye, you can take a look, you can hear what's been said, you hear Machado saying things like, yeah, Russian agents, Chinese agents, Iranian agents, as well as terrorist groups like Hezbollah and Hamas were given free rein under Maduro's regime to wreak havoc over there. And obviously, since people are fleeing Venezuela up to the United States, that gives so much potential for these bad actors to also infiltrate. So to me, to a layman, obviously I'm not an expert political strategist or commentator or anything, it seems like a no-brainer. Terrorist groups and bad agents were allowed to operate there under Maduro. Maduro taken down, obviously all that will subside, and therefore security for America and an extended security for Canada, because people come up here from there as well. So this is why I'm so confused by people who are like whining about international law was broken. They're going to do it to us next. Trump, the dictator, is going to do it to Canada next. We need nukes. Yeah, I saw this take. I saw this crazy take. from someone who's like, "We need nukes now so we can, like, stop Trump from invading Canada." Good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's pretty crazy. But, let me actually, I think I wanna pull that one up too. Let me go to my profile here. Oh, and I love how the Venezuelan people are celebrating. They're just absolutely thrilled. Here, I'll show this one here. This is so good. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Yes. It was very free now. I love it. They're celebrating. Not a single one of them is unhappy about this. Not a single one. The only people that are unhappy are the Hamas whole supporters here in Canada and in cities like New York. I think I saw posts where there's a bunch of them saying Maduro is the man of the people. Oh, and the worst one, man of the people post. Let me see if I can find it here too. On our very Canadian soil from the Communist Broadcasting Corporation comes this gem. Where did oh, here it is. Here it is. Hang on. Oh, I'm getting good at this switching back and forth thing. From Radio Canada, which is like the French CBC, Canada Broadcasting Corporation, that we now call Communist Broadcasting Corporation, or someone else in the comments said corrupt bastards corporation, said this. It was posted in French, but I translated it here with X Translate feature. Nicolas Maduro, the man of the people. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Man of the people usually refers to someone who is for freedom, for peace, for safety, like a freedom champion who actually fights for the people. Maduro oppressed his people. There was starvation. People had to, young women had to prostitute just to survive. The dissenters, their children were jailed. I saw this post. Let me try and find that one too, because I did try to include it into my pre-record, but that video got scrapped because of the bad audio. There was a post where a man was explaining what was happening under Maduro, and yeah, a lot of it was horrible. Let me just see if I can quickly pull that up. Pull that up. Oh, in the meantime, here's the do do do. Oh, here. Okay. I tried to include this in my thing. Here it is.
Venezuela. People are criticizing Trump for what he did in Venezuela. They say he bombed and kidnapped our president. No. Let me be clear. That man was never our president. He's a dictator. We didn't vote for him. Our elections were stolen. And when we protested, our kids were sent to prison. Minors were tortured. Girls were forced to prostitute themselves in prisons just to get food, to get a piece of bread. And where were all of you then? Where were all of you, liberals? Where were all of you? Where were all of you? You said nothing. You did nothing. But now you suddenly care about international law? I mean, now you all talk about human rights? Maduro didn't lead Venezuela. He kidnapped an entire country. So, no, Trump didn't kidnap anyone. No, he did not. He removed our kidnapper. And for that, we're thankful. You can divide politics all you want, but don't tell Venezuelans, do not tell Venezuelans how to feel about being free from a dictatorship.
Amazing. Like, can we just give this man a round of applause? Like, exactly. Venezuelans are celebrating. They see exactly what's happening. And the progressive wokes here in Canada and in the US are calling him a man of the people, including the French CBC. How disgusting. How disgusting. Hey, Walter Heinz Gleese. Hey. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone in the chat. Does anyone can anyone let me know, like, you don't have to send it in, but can anyone let me know if you're watching on YouTube if super chats are available? Because I don't know how long it takes for the partnership program with YouTube to, like, come into effect. I got the notification, but is the super chat option available? Let me know in the comments if you see it there. Meanwhile, let me just go back and see what else I wanted to share. Oh, I love this show right here. This guy always has such an articulate take on things. Yeah, if anyone could let me know if super chats are available, that would be great because I can't log in there right now to check. But anyway, here's another take on this whole historic win for the US from Ezra Levant, who is just, well, I admire him a lot. He runs Rebel News. Here it is.
Trump's America First policy. Think about it. Removing a dictator. This was a huge success for Trump's America First policy. Think about it. Removing a dictator, removing a narco terrorist who was not only in a sort of slow motion war against America through drugs, but also through the seizure and expropriation of American oil companies in Venezuela. Billions of dollars stolen from the likes of Exxon, ConocoPhillips, Chevron. Trump at his press conference today said those companies will be back and they will be compensated from oil wealth from Venezuela. So Trump has not landed boots on the ground in a permanent way, but he says that the United States will help run that country. It's not quite sure who will eventually take over, but as far as Trump's concerned, he's not going to let another bad dude take over. The whole thing was so remarkable for its surprise, for its speed, for its audacity. It really was an incredible move to extract just the leader and his wife and be gone, and to do so without loss of life. In the press conference today, they mentioned that one aircraft was hit, but managed to withdraw without crashing, like just utter dominance. And of course, it's totally reshaped South America now. The big bully of South America is gone. The stolen election is undone. You can see other South American leaders from Bolsonaro in Brazil to Milei in Argentina cheering what's going on. They're glad that the regional bully is gone. And with it, the people the regional bully allowed in. Russian naval vessels would stop imports in Venezuela. China was welcome in South America. Believe it or not, Iran and its terrorist agency, Hezbollah, was welcomed into the Western Hemisphere by Nicolas Maduro and before him, Hugo Chavez. So this is going to change everything in South America. It's given enormous hope to the Venezuelan exiles and the Cuban exiles.
Yeah. Smart people know that this is a huge win. It's there. That's what they know. There was someone in the comments just now saying, oh, there's only 2 viewers. Shut up. That's just on YouTube. I'll get better and it will get bigger. And there's actually, in total, there's 700 viewers. And if people could repost the stream, maybe there will be more viewers. So get out of here with your, get out of here, dorks. Don't need that kind of negativity. I'm not interested in that. And this is my first live stream back after so long, and I'm streaming from a bedroom where it's not quite comfortable to flick around between screens, so shut up. Oh, here's that one's a bit long. I don't know if I'll play that one. Yeah, and people like the woke right people are upset about this. They say they don't support Maduro, but they sure sang a lot of praises to Venezuela under his reign. A man that fell so hard, in my opinion, that fell so far from grace, like after being talented or perceived to be talented for so long. This guy, what happened to this guy? Listen to this wild take. Like, I just can't even. Oh, but they're so good and conservative under a narco-terrorist socialist dictator.
Ben Shapiro was just sitting there being interviewed by Megyn Kelly and said something. He said something like, well, Tucker Carlson's, for Maduro, the communist leader of Venezuela, who I guess were on the way to killing or something, forcing out, regime changing him. And he defended Maduro. Didn't, actually. And Megyn Kelly says, well, Tucker said in his show that Maduro, most people didn't know this, whatever his many faults, I wouldn't hire him as an economist, okay? But whatever his many faults, has the most socially conservative country probably in the hemisphere. So Venezuela is just a fact. I mean, I didn't make this up. I'm not in charge of Venezuela.
Socially conservative. That must mean that a communist dictator is good. Like, okay, you don't support him, whatever. You're singing praises to a country that's barely a country. It was just run by thugs and drug dealers and foreign agents. But he's praising because what? Because they're socially conservative.
Just noticing that Venezuela has banned pornography, banned abortion, banned gay marriage, banned sex changes, and banned usury. You don't have credit cards with 40% interest in Venezuela.
Oh, so no credit cards, therefore a socialist dictator regime good, yeah? Like, as if we can't achieve some of those things in a free society like America. Okay, go on with your nonsense. Let's hear the rest of it.
Okay. Ben Shapiro responded this way.
Tucker's made the point, I'm not going to here to be Tucker's defender, but he's made the point that Maduro is culturally conservative.
Who gives a shit? The guy's a communist dictator. Everyone in his country is eating dog. He's shipping fentanyl to the United States to kill Americans. Why do I give a shit whether he's anti-LGBTQ rights?
Exactly. People are eating dog. Young women are prostituting themselves just to buy bread, like that one man, TikToker, Venezuelan man said. China, Iran influence, all that on Venezuela grounds, given free reign by the regime. But, they're socially conservative. Goody. They banned some things that I don't like. Just unbelievable take. Oh, this part.
Who gives a shit? I do. I'm not moving to Venezuela. I'm not pro Maduro. But I care about that. Why wouldn't I care about that? I've got kids. Like, first of all, I'm against abortion.
They don't live in Venezuela.
Sorry, unpopular. I feel that way. I think it's really sad. I would personally become poorer to end abortion. Voluntarily become poorer to end abortion in the United States.
You would.
That's not a choice. Don't want to become poorer, but I would because I care about it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're offended that I do, but I care about it. Lots of people care about it. I don't think pornography is good.
Well,
that really hurts people.
But neither is the narco-terrorist.
I don't think pretending the sexes are the same is good. And you claimed that you didn't think it was good, but it turns out, quote, I don't give a shit. Maduro's against Israel.
That's all about. Oh, good grief. It's all about Israel with these people. They're so obsessed. It's crazy. Like, have they all figured out how to blame this on Israel already? I think they did. All the woke right, actually both terms work. Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and all the lefties that are woke and all the righties that are woke, screaming that this is going to be World War III, just like they were screaming about World War III when the thing with Iran a couple months back. Oh, that was like the shortest war ever, non-existent war. And now, with the most successful, surgical, precise operation with no loss of life in Venezuela, World War III is coming. Oh my gosh, it's over. Trump the dictator. Carney is next. We need nukes in Canada. I can't with the retardation. I can't. It's just so bad. Thank you for reposting the stream. Whoever did that, thank you. There's 862 people have tuned in. So whoever was crying that there's only 2 viewers can bugger off. Yeah, it was amazing. Like, people who understand what's going on. Oh, it's so dark in my room. people who understand what's going on, even a smidgen, see that this was such a big win, see that this is such a historical success for America and for the Western Hemisphere, because it'll increase security, it'll reduce the fentanyl flow, and all the right people. Like, I don't mean right politically. I just mean all the people that you'd expect are big, mad, and triggered about this. If Trump broke international law. You know what? There was another awesome take by one of my absolute favorite dudes on X. Let me see if I can find it. My former countryman, uh, Constantine from Trigonometry, who is just so well spoken and so articulate. I loved his take on all of this. Let me see if I can pull it up here. He's from the former Soviet Union as well, and he has a very successful podcast, and I'm just going to try to find his post about all of this, because it's obviously, when you fled a communist country, you understand that the toppling of some guy like Maduro is a big win for the people of that country. And that's just one benefit. It's the people of the country that benefit, but also obviously, like all these people that are much smarter than me are saying, will also benefit. There will be more security, and there will be less territory for bad actors to pull their stunts, like China, Russia, Iran, etc. Gosh, where is it? Okay, I can't find it. That's okay. If I do find it, I'll let you know, because I really wanted to read what he said. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah, see, people who fled communist regimes, no. My parents fled a communist country. Do you know what that was like when we were there? People were also starving. We also had to line up just for the chance to buy some deficit item. And it's not like the deficit item was a luxury. It was basic food items. It was meat, butter, sugar, eggs. I specifically remember standing in line with my mom when I was in grade 1, grade 2, in the dead of winter, in the cold, in the dark. I can't remember what we were lined up for, but I remember being there for hours. I remember my toes being frozen, my hands being frozen. We were lined up for food. We weren't lined up for anything luxury. And lining up also didn't mean that you were guaranteed to purchase that item that you were waiting in line for, because at some point the cashier was going to say, "We're all out, go home, get out of here." So that's how it was under a communist regime. And no matter how many times I tell that story, no matter how many times I say, "Hey, like, this was real socialism, this is what it's like," you have the progressives here still championing this retarded Marxist ideology. And when I first was aware that it was happening here, like, I didn't know it was becoming popular in North America, communism. I had no idea. And when I saw videos of like people with posters championing it, I thought I was honestly dreaming, because I thought, here in North America, in America, people understand that freedom is the ultimate thing. We'd rather have dangerous freedom than a safe tyranny. Like, that is always that should be the default position, that freedom at all costs. And I can't remember the quote where it says, occasionally the blood of patriots has to be spilled to preserve freedom. Freedom is only ever a generation away from being lost. We must fight for it every day. We must defend it. We must educate people on why freedom is way more important than having, like, I don't know, free childcare. people in Canada think that everything is a right now. People in North America are like childcare is a right, post-secondary education is a right, housing is a right. Like, and obviously that means a bloated government, higher taxes, just a strain on the people. It blows my mind that people don't understand this. It's like you can't get through to them. You can't get through to these people no matter what you say. They're like, oh, real socialism's never been tried. Let our guy run it and he'll do it. We'll have like utopia. We'll have free everything. We'll live like kings and queens. And it's just painful how wrong and how uneducated and how dumb they are to think this. Because time and time again, everywhere socialism has been tried, it has absolutely led to starvation, death, oppression, and loss of freedom. It's as simple as that. And I can't believe that places like New York City and wherever else have elected just these socialist communist types like Mamdani, who's what was that phrase that he said? The warmth of collectivism. Yes, the warmth of collectivism. Let me tell you about the warmth of collectivism. I lived under a collectivist regime. Granted, I was still a kid. I was 11 when we left, but you know what that warmth felt like? Regular blackouts, no power, no gas, no hot water, no lights in the streets. If you want to go out at night, it's pitch black. There is no lampposts along every 12 feet or whatever to light up your street. And there's also no street. There's no pavement. It was mud roads. And in the winter, this would also happen, not just in the summer. It would happen all year round, blackouts. So imagine living in the dark and you have no food in the fridge, no heat, no light. Like, what the hell do you do? This is the warmth of collectivism. This is what collectivism is all the time, every day. But you know what it's not like? It's not like that for the collectivist rulers, because under collectivism in communist USSR, for example, the people were starving, the shelves were empty, salary was a pittance, even if you were an extremely educated person, like a chemical engineer, let's say, like my mom. Her salary was, not much bigger than a janitor's. And yeah, so that's the people. But the rulers, they had, my mom once went to the store, so I know it exists for real. They had specialty stores that the regular plebs, the proletariat, could not access, and those stores had everything. Those shelves were full of meat, caviar, eggs, sugar, butter, probably imported food from North America. That's what it was like for them. So yes, the warmth of collectivism is only warm for the collectivists in charge. The rest of the people live in freezing, dark starvation. There is no warmth under collectivism for the people. So when people, I can't believe New York City ended up with this guy, and I can't believe it's popular wherever it's popular. It's like I don't even know what to chalk that up to. Like, it's North America. How long did it take to brainwash such a large amount of the population for them to think that they could get it right somehow, that they will have a lot of free stuff under under communism? Sure, it's free. Yeah, healthcare was free in the Soviet Union. But you know what those facilities were like? The elevators not working, not enough beds, extreme wait times. Like, it wasn't quality service. Everything was cracking, everything was leaking. So that free healthcare was not stellar by any means. I'm surprised that we even had it to begin with. Oh, do you want to know what free dentistry was like in the Soviet Union? I guess I'm a little off topic about celebrating. But anyway, I'll finish telling the story. My mom had this done. I, as a kid, had this done. Our free dental care in Soviet Union, you get no freezing. So you have a cavity and it needs to be drilled. You have a root canal that needs to be fixed. Guess what? No freezing for you. And if you wanted it done, you literally had to sit through it live, raw. My mom has had this done. My mom has had a root canal in the Soviet Union without freezing done. Imagine that. That's your free healthcare under a socialist regime. I'm getting a little riled up here. Oh, let's check the chat. Let's check the chat. Thanks for everyone who's sending in comments, by the way. Really appreciate that. Feeling the support. 1,000 viewers collectively, I guess. Not all at once. Not concomitantly, no, concurrently. These are not concurrent viewers, but 1,000 of you tuned in, so that's cool. Little shameless self plug here. If you're not following on X and if you're not subscribed on YouTube, please do so. I'm just a beginner. I'm just starting out and my channel is very new, but the best way to support is to, what do they say? Smash the like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, leave a comment. If you want to support, additionally, I think I left my coffee link in the description below, or you could subscribe on X. I have mediocre personal bonus content on there, and I interact with my subscribers on X. They get priority interactions, comments, DMs, that kind of thing. So yeah, really appreciate everyone who hits the subscribe button. I know YouTube is a different journey. My X journey was really fun, and I not mastered it, but I got pretty good at using X. And what was really fun, I'll never get tired of telling this story. What was really fun is when I first joined X, and does everyone know the award-winning journalist Rachel Gilmore? When I first joined X, she had like 40,000 followers on X, and I was like, wow, that's a lot. This woman says a lot of dumb stuff, and she told family members to not invite people over for Thanksgiving if they weren't vaccinated. Yet this woman has, well, I guess at the time she had the support of Global News behind her. So she had like all this network support behind her, and she was at 40,000. I surpassed that by myself without being backed by anyone, without working for any news outlet. So that was really satisfying. And now I'm trying my game at YouTube. Like I know she also has a YouTube channel. So she has 43,000 subscribers on there. And I'm hoping that people who support my channel, who don't just watch, but hit that subscribe button as well. Cause I want to see how quickly I can surpass that woman here on YouTube, because I think that would be so fun and satisfying. Even if I'm just shooting the breeze with you guys in the chatting and just, yeah. Either commiserating over living in Canada or laughing at all the commies. Sorry for all the ums. I'm not a great speaker. I'm not a great communicator. Sorry for all the ums. You'll do good on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, Richa. Karen, I appreciate Karen. I appreciate the words of support. Already subscribed. You're fine. Thank you. Thank you. Rachel, she's different, not in a good way. Yeah. Oh, what was her take? Let's look at her take. We got to look at this. We got to look at this and laugh at it together. She has me blocked, but I can still see her content. Her take on, so Pierre Poilievre, he put out a message of support after Trump took down Maduro. And she had a little melty about it. She had a little tantrum about it on X. Let me see if I can find that post. Gosh, this woman is such an endless content of things for us to laugh at. She's promoting a lot, her YouTube channel. I wonder how it's working for her. Where is it? She was so mad. She was so mad that Pierre put out his support. This is dangerous, she says. It's so dangerous. What is the date today? How come I'm scrolling through these and can't find it? Okay, let me go slower. Oh, here it is. Found it. Here's Rachel. Let me see if I can pump this up a bit. Does that work? No? Is it this? Oh, here we go. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, we can see that. So Pierre made a statement. Congratulations to President Trump on successfully arresting narco-terrorist and socialist dictator Nicolas Maduro, who should live out his days in prison. And what does our friend Rachel say? Genuinely horrifying take when you consider there is no technical legal difference between kidnapping Maduro and kidnapping Carney, and calling this freedom Orwell wept. My goodness. Take Orwell's name out of your dirty socialist mouth, woman. Like, what are you even talking about? She's equating taking down Maduro, kidnapping. What a stupid word to use. No, it wasn't a kidnapping. He was literally arrested for being a terrorist, a narco-terrorist, which is a NAP term, and kidnapping Carney. She's equating these two people. Like, the moral clarity from this woman is non-existent. Like, it's non-existent. How could, okay, Carney is bad. He's obviously horrible. All his policies are dumb. All he's interested in is making sure Brookfield does well. He's destroying Canada with his woke policies. But he's not a narco-terrorist communist like Maduro was. And she's equating these two. And I don't even want to defend Carney. It feels dirty for it to even leave my lips where I have to defend this guy. This is her take. This is her retarded take. This guy, he has my never mind. Rachel is one of the worst in the country. Well, she's something. She's the worst of something, that's for sure. Katy Perry bailed on Trudeau's birthday to spend time with Orlando Bloom. Okay, that's not relevant, but that's really funny, actually. That is such a weird couple. Such a weird couple. Was that like some sort of PR stunt, I wonder? Okay, I'm going to see if I can shift this to be more lit up because it's getting dark outside and I didn't bring my light in here. 46 minutes. That's not bad for a stream. For a return test stream. Not bad at all. Congratulations, Kat. Thank you. Fun 275. Thank you. Yeah, this is me trying to remember how to do the whole live stream thing and celebrating a win for America, as well as celebrating my own little tiny win of being accepted into the YouTube partner program. Still don't know exactly what that means or when I'll be able to either take super chats or have monetization, but at least it's a start. And this is a video that I also wanted to show to express and to ask God forgiveness for for having envy in my heart, because he tells us not to envy. But yeah, I'm envious of America. And I don't understand the anti-American sentiment that comes from Canadians. Clearly, America is such a good and free country. Here's my little video from today. God forgive me for this, but I hold such envy in my heart right now, looking at America, what Trump has just accomplished in Venezuela, a historical win. America's just getting more prosperous and more free and stacking up wins while Canada is being ruled and reigned by a globalist, socialist, lunatic, net zero WEF type Mark Carney, who dragged his feet on the pipeline stuff, and now we're so screwed because Venezuela is about to become the biggest supplier of crude for America. God forgive me for this envy. Yeah. It's difficult not to look at what's happening in America and to not feel envious of all their wins. It's difficult. Yeah, Bronco says Maduro is a dictator removed. How can anyone condemn this fact? I don't know. I don't understand. There was even people. I wanted to feature this in that video that kind of glitched on me with the audio. It was one of our guys here in Canada, woke progressive weirdo. I think he is a regular dude that appears on CBC with Rosie Barton and them. He had such a stupid take. And Andrew Coyne, I think his name is. He was like melting down about it too. All these people were having a melty. Let me see if I can find it. I know I quote posted him with his own stupid words. Freedom win. Oh, here it is. Okay. He says, there it is, explicitly aligning Conservative Party with Trumpian lawlessness. So this guy, this moron, the CBC regular dude who appears on CBC regularly thinks that Trump taking down Maduro is Trumpian lawlessness. I can't with these people. And in his post, people pointed out, so this is the part that I don't get with these people. He'll say something like this because I guess Trump derangement syndrome causes a glitch in the brain, because literally the top comment under that post of his, under Andy's post, can you guys see? Oh yeah, you can see. There it is a post from him from just like a year and a bit ago that says, international action may be the only avenue to force out Maduro, who over 11 years of authoritarian rule has overseen an economic implosion, diplomatic isolation, and the exodus of nearly 8 million Venezuelans. What happened there? Just over a year ago, Andrew Coyne was all for taking down Maduro. He said it himself, force out Maduro. How do you force out Maduro? Obviously, only through force. What kind of force? Military force, like what Trump did. But because this guy is so Trump deranged, he's complaining after it was done. Was literally his wishes. Here it is. International action. International action. The U.S. is considered international action for Venezuela. It's an international country. It's not from within. And he's so mad that Pierre Poilievre literally supports Coyne's position from 2024. And he comes out and he's all mad about Trumpian lawlessness. Like these are like people in the news. These are the people telling you the news. They're bringing us news. Like, what? I think he had, there was other examples like this. Oh, here, Ryan Garrettson, that's a really good account. He's good at catching stuff like this. And here's this. What's Andy saying in a year ago now? Now will Canada speak out? Maduro orders arrest of rival to quell Venezuela dissent. So he wants Canada to speak out, meaning he wants to condemn what's happening in Venezuela, meaning he wanted to see Maduro forced out with international action, which is exactly what Trump did. But no, because this guy is so deranged, he's upset. And his position has basically now flipped. His position flipped. All these people from the left went from Maduro bad, and Trump did something about it. And because they're Trump deranged, it's now illegal, broke international law. Trump is a dictator. Carney is next. I don't understand. I don't understand. Rosie has some area to look inside. Yeah, look inside yourself, Rosemary. Look inside. Oh, yeah, this. Like, Trump could have a cure for cancer and people would want more cancer. That the derangement syndrome is so real. It's so real. Sorry, I'm having a little snack because I got hungry. This is not a super professional live stream. We're just hanging out. Just hanging out. Celebrating Maduro being gone. And I don't know too many Venezuelans in Canada, but I know a huge famous one. Only Pierre Poilievre's wife escaped Venezuela. So she knows what it's like there. And all the leftists are big mad that international law was broken. Trump is a dictator. Trump is not that likable, but he is better than the option. I understand why people sometimes say he's not likable. I've personally never thought that after I was aware of how successful his presidency was the first time around and what he delivered for the American people. Like, I know he had, I guess you could say, like a brash, bombastic personality, but I don't care. He sparred with reporters. He did not hold back and he delivered on a lot of promises. So you can argue that he doesn't speak presidentially, which I hear that criticism of him a lot, but I don't care. I don't care. He has accomplished a lot. He has accomplished a lot for his country. All the people in America who are on the right are like, I voted for this. This is what I voted for. I want this. This is success. So who cares? Who cares that he's not speaking like Mark Carney? Like, Mark Carney speaks duck speak. He speaks like WEF language. What was that one clip? Multilateral like approach and all these jargon words that we don't really understand. I rather have someone speak plainly, very unpolitician like Trump, who gets things done. And I don't care about about the possible flaws of his character. First of all, no one's perfect, number one. If you were to be examined with a magnifying glass and your character was under scrutiny, or my character, or anyone's character for that matter, I'm sure there would be so much to criticize. So I will never, I can never, with a good conscience, say, oh, I'm so much better than so-and-so, because none of us are good. That's a Christian worldview, and we all have flaws. No one's perfect. Only God is perfect. So, and God is clearly using an imperfect man, and this was the position of Charlie Kirk. God is clearly using an imperfect man with some character flaws like Donald Trump to achieve a lot of good for America and for the world. So I don't care that he's not likable. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent rant after that comment. Yeah, long story short, Trump good, America wins, freedom over everything. Don't care that he has character flaws. We all do. And he is the best option. And whoever his successor is, I hope they do just as much for America and the world. So there's that. Yes, I'm a Trump fan, and I don't care if that makes people cry. I don't care. Hang on a sec. Let me read this carefully. How would the protesters react if this was North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un that was removed and arrested? I bet you they'd have the same reaction as they're having now. International law broken. He was the man of the people. That would probably be the reaction. That would be it. Carney is pretentious and bombastic. I wouldn't call him bombastic. I think he's very tepid and very and and not very articulate at all. I don't like his hump. He looks like Mr. Burns. So bombastic, no, I wouldn't characterize him as that, but he's definitely pretentious. Like I was just mentioning, the WEF language, multilateral pro, like I can't remember that phrase. If someone can remind me, yeah, he doesn't speak. He speaks as if he's at a WEF conference and not speaking to Canadian people. He's not for the people. He's not a man of the people. He is a globalist, lunatic, net zero, WEF type who was, I think, installed. I don't know how he managed such a success in the last election. He was installed, not elected, selected, not elected, as people like to say. Yeah, Carney sucks. To put it quite eloquently and articulately, Carney sucks. His words are inflated to meaning that don't exist. Yeah. He just, well, the biggest bombshell recently was seeing that that video where, you know, Carney is all about environment, climate change policies, sustainable development, and all the WEF jargon words. You know, so he claims to care about all of that, but look what he's actually about. I believe his firm acquired pipelines in America and in the Middle East. So, because it was good for his bottom line. So, Canada can't have a pipeline, but his company can invest in pipelines. That's Carney. And also, recently it was uncovered that, which is something that should literally end his career as a climate caring politician. I'll see if I can find it here. It was a viral video of him being completely exposed for, oh, here it is. Completely exposed for destroying rainforest and literally being accused of human rights violations and slavery. Watch this.
So this guy was trotting around the world with his elbows up, telling everyone that they need to reach net zero by 2050. They have to drive an electric vehicle, that you have to suffer to save the environment. All the while, this guy and Brookfield, Mark Carney and Brookfield, are leveling the rainforest. Along came Brookfield. This is a 2022 report by Global Witness called Slash and Sell that details the destruction of the rainforest and abuses of Indigenous people by Brookfield, featuring this guy, Mark Carney. I want to be very clear. These are very serious allegations. They include human rights abuses, accusations of slavery, deforestation of the rainforest. I'm reporting what I found from Global Witness. I'm going to put a link below so you can read it for yourself. I'm just going to read from the top line of the summary of findings. A Canadian asset manager, part run by green finance champion Mark Carney, cleared thousands of football fields worth of tropical forest in Brazil. An estimated 9,000 hectares of deforestation, the legality of which could not be proven by Brookfield Asset Management, took place on 8 farms owned and managed by Brookfield's soybean farming empire. Brookfield signed up to the Glasgow Financial Alliance for Net Zero, GFANZ, in April of 2021. The alliance commits its signatories to taking immediate action to reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. Yet, deforestation on Brookfield's farms released an estimated 600,000 tons of CO2 in the 9 years up to June 21, destroying parts of a crucial carbon sink and biodiversity hotspot. And so this guy was trotting around the world with his elbows up, telling everyone that they need to reach net zero by 2050. They have to drive an electric vehicle, that you have to suffer to save the environment. All the while, this guy and Brookfield, Mark Carney and Brookfield, are leveling the rainforest. Brookfield's assets in Brazil are worth tens of billions of dollars. For anything from infrastructure to energy, gas pipelines, hydroelectric, nuclear plants, shopping malls. But it actually gets a little bit complicated with companies, shell companies.
Yeah. So this is a scandal that should literally level this guy's political career, yet he's still around and people don't care. And the types that are like, oh, billionaires are the problem, the millionaires and the billionaires, they are a scourge and everyone should pay their fair share and all that stuff and tax the rich crowd, when they learned that Carney's firm is like Canada's biggest tax evader. They're like, it's just a smart move to save on taxes. Everyone does it. Like, their tune switches so fast. It's disgusting. Yeah, I just I have a difficult time understanding how their brain functions. Like, they have no moral principles. They have no standards which they apply evenly and across the board. Billionaires bad unless that billionaire happens to be aligned politically with them. So like the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Jeff Bezos, the Mark Carneys of the world, those are the good billionaires. But the rest are bad and they shouldn't exist and blah, blah, blah. Makes no sense. And with that, after an hour, we've had 1,400 people tune in. That's cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm not going to make this live stream too much longer because, well, yeah, it's not exactly ideal sitting on a bed and live streaming, although I managed just fine switching through. It all came back to me, which is cool. Shameless plug again, if you're still watching or if you just tuned in, smash that like button, and what else? Oh yeah, subscribe, notification bell, leave a comment, repost the stream, subscribe on X if you want to support. If you also want to support further, there's my coffee link in the description below. If you want to support the channel, I'm trying to do this way more regularly. I'm trying to focus on YouTube and put a lot of effort into here now rather than X because, well, living ain't free. And on X is not making a living as much, much to the promises of Elon Musk. No. If you're in Canada, even with a mid-sized account, you're not making a living on X. And YouTube is still king, apparently, with that. And yeah, if you guys want to see more content from me that's more regular so that I don't have to split myself between the two, if you want to see more stuff on YouTube, consider subscribing and liking and commenting and all that stuff. Really, thank you to everyone who's already done so. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Sorry, getting a little distracted there. Reposted the stream. Thank you, Mark. Thank you to everyone who reposted the stream. Thank you, Bronco, for reposting the stream. Viva l'Ontario. Viva l'Ontarable. Ontarable is the nickname for Ontario. That's funny. Okay. Well, I think this is where I'll sign off. I think I've yammered at you guys long enough. Thank you for everyone who hung out with me. Thanks for everyone who subscribed. Your support really does mean a lot. If people subscribe, it tells YouTube that more people should view this content. And let's face it, we need more conservative content creators. It's good for us to be here. We can't rely on the media. The media in Canada isn't even showing what's happening in Venezuela. They're silent about it, or they're saying Maduro was a man of the people. A dictator, narco-terrorist was a man of the people, according to the French CBC. Awful. Anyways, yeah, look out for the next time I go live by smashing that notification bell too. And follow me everywhere. X, I'm on X, I'm on Threads, I'm on Instagram. I'm not really active on Facebook. I don't really spend time there, but main channels are X and YouTube. Trying to replicate my X content on Threads, making a lot of lefties mad on Threads because that's where they hang out. Threads is the Instagram version of X, like the woke version of X. And my handle everywhere is @CatCanada_TM. So wherever you are on those platforms. Come find me. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.